and welcome to Masala Trails. To me, this particular recipe was born out of a need for innovation. I had friends coming over, it was a last minute plan. We hadn't really, planned a fare or anything like that, and I didn't want to serve them regular keema. So I decided, why not do keema and idli together? And let me tell you, it worked wonders for me. So to start with, light up your gas. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of oil, maybe a tablespoon of oil. And to this I'm adding some cumin seeds. Just let the cumin seeds splutter. Okay, so now to this I'm adding some finely chopped onions. To this I'm going to add some finely chopped chillies, green chillies. Now I'm going to add some ginger garlic paste, just a little bit. And just stir it right away because otherwise only the ginger garlic paste will burn. Okay. Now to this I'm just going to add a bit of spices. To begin with, some turmeric powder, some chilli powder, about a teaspoon. I'm adding some garam masala and I'm also adding some cumin powder. Just give it a nice mix. Okay. Once this is cooked, we are going to add a little bit of tomatoes. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this to sort of help the tomatoes mash really well. Just a wee bit of water. And to this we are adding some minced chicken. I've taken a cupful of minced chicken. So like I said, depending on how many people you're cooking for, and if you just like to save some for the breakfast next day, you can totally make yourself some extra. Just allow the onions and the chicken to mix really well. Okay, I'm just going to leave this on simmer and let it simply just cook. Now the next step that we're going to do is, I have with me idli batter. You can either buy it from an Indian store anywhere, or alternatively you can just walk into an Indian store and ask for a premix, which is just like powdered idli batter, but you can just add some water at your house and it's ready to be, cooked. So this is the consistency we are looking at. We don't want it to be too thick, neither too watery either. Okay, so check on your keema at the same time. My chicken is almost cooked. To this I'm just going to add some fresh coriander leaves. Okay, I'm just going to mix it in and you can just switch it off and let it cool. So with me here I now have something that's called an idli vessel, idli maker. This is hard to get outside of India unless you have an Indian store guy who's willing to get it for you, but worry not. Alternatively, this is basically you're just steaming food. So alternatively, you could use like little ramekins. Just don't make a really, as you can see here, this is really small and shallow. So if you can find an alternative to this, you can use it in your regular steamer, whether it's an electric steamer, whether it's a gas steamer or however. So I have like 2 layers of these over here. To this I'm just going to dip my fingertips in oil and just sort of line the holders. Okay, so now the next step is, while our keema is cooling, we're just going to add a tiny bit of batter in each one of the pools. Okay, just a little. As you can see, I've not even tried to fill up the whole thing. Now that you've added a bit of half, sort of filled your pools half on all your pans, you can just quickly scoop up a little bit of keema. You don't want it to fall out either. So I'm taking like 1 tablespoon each. But like I said, depending on your dish size, how thick your meat is, etc., on just how much you'd like to add. Okay, just add it like as close to the center as possible. Now I'm going to add the second layer of batter as well to cover it up. Try and sort of, not let anything come outside and just cover the whole thing. This will help keep your idli intact. So I've added some water to my steamer. I mean, where else will the steam come from, right? So I've already sort of let it heat. I think my water is hot enough, so I'm going to add the first pan to this. And then I'm going to add the second pan to this, just very carefully and delicately. And you can just close it and leave it for a good 8 to 10 minutes on high flame. Or medium flame is also just fine. It's been about 10 minutes since I put my idli in, so I'm just going to check if it's cooked. A great way to do is just pick up a fork and insert it into your idli. If it comes out clean like this, that means your idli is done. Now the next thing to do is just take it out right away. Do not let it sit in the bowl anymore. Just be really careful because it'll be hot and it's steam, so it'll be dangerous as well. And just put it out and let it cool by itself for 10 minutes. So I've let my idlis cool on this rack for a good 10 minutes now. So I'm just going to quickly take like a little butter knife and sort of scoop it out. Just be careful so that they don't break. So our idlis are done. Idlis are traditionally eaten for breakfast with chutney or stews in the morning. But since we are anyways deviating from tradition here today, you can alternatively eat it with your leftover keema. You can serve some chutney on the side. You can even serve it as a little party bite, as well as for me, my personal favorite is packing it for lunch on my busy day at work when you don't have time to step out. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please share our video, like our video, as well as subscribe to our channel.